I am writing a paper on Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye for an English class, studying the American childhood and post-nuclear family. The first place I'm going to look for information is off the research database of my school website because I know that it will provide me with credible sources. So first I'm going to go to georgiasouthern.edu and uh, type in the library database. And wait for it to come up. Normally there's a link directly from my student account, but I'm going to be using this one. Okay, so now that we're here, I'm going to look for articles from Galileo, academic search complete. Can't use that because I have to use that. So here we go. Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eye. So obviously it's come up with a lot of different sources and I've got to narrow it down a bit. So I'm going to limit to scholarly and peer-reviewed journals. And again, that brings it down a bit more. Subject. I'm going to go to criticism. And that brings it down a bit more. So, and this is only the first place I'm going to look. The next place is going to be the MLA bibliography database or some others to see if there's anything different. So, Order and Disorder and Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye. This looks like it's similar to my topic that I'm going to do. So, how I would save it, I would read through it a bit, just scroll through here, if it would let me, and then find a way to save it. So, I would email it to myself and type in and I would send that off. So, next place I'm going to look is the MLA International Bibliography. And go through that. So now I'm searching MLA International Biography, searching Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eye, and see it narrows it down some more as well. So, let's see, I found this one looks similar enough to my topic. Gonna look at the PDF text of it. And I'll read through it a bit, make sure that it's something I need to use, and again, email it the same way. Oh, that was the wrong one. Email it through here, and then I would save it. And once I evaluate that it is good for my source, I will start citing it. And how I might change up my source terms based on once I start narrowing down my topics. So I might, to keep searching the MLA International Biography, search maybe Toni Morrison and girlhood. Okay, so this has come up with a lot more narrower choices and perfect visual representation of girlhood and Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye. If I wanted to expand this search a bit, since I'm doing a study in childhood, Toni Morrison childhood, books for children, not quite what I needed, so obviously that narrows it down a little too much. So that's how I basically eliminate my different methods of finding sources. And basically how I would keep up with my sources, if I had access to my own email right now, is I would keep a file folder somewhere on my desktop and save it to there. So I'm going to go back and find a way to do that with this one. So I could also save the PDF in this way. So, and that would actually save it to my, well, not, I would export. Here's how I save it. I find the PDF. Wrong buttons. So once I scroll on here, there's a way to save the PDF, and I would save it to my desktop or something, and again, read through it again more thoroughly to find that. So next thing I might want to look up is something to do with, like, since I'm doing, again, childhood, I might want to look up something to do with Erik Erikson's stages of childhood. So, stages of development. Obviously, this is going to bring up a lot more than Toni Morrison at times. So, resilience. But for this one, I'm probably going to want to look for books. So, let's see. And at this point, I would look and try to find something that's a more primary source that's directly from Erik Erikson or directly related to Erik Erikson's research. So, once I got through that, obviously there's a lot of choices here. So, let's find this one, see if they have it. Since they don't have this particular book here, I would try to go through Interlibrary Loan. Again, I'd have to put in my own password and such, but I am aware of how to do it. So, and that's essentially how I would do my research for this paper, or how I am doing my research on this paper. So, that's it.